Hello, sweet team. Welcome back to my channel. This is Sweet Ajele and I am back with another video. Not just another video, but our first after we hit 1 million. And what would be better than plantain chips, which was in our very first YouTube video. Let's get started. In a bowl, I'm going to add in some water, to that some salt, and we're going to stir everything together and set it aside so by the time we're ready to use it, it would have melted beautifully. Then here I have my nicely washed green plantains or unripened plantain, and this is how I learned to peel my plantains. Please peel it however it's easy and comfortable for you. So I'm going to go ahead and peel everything and then we'll continue. My sweets, if you've already seen our live, then you know we've hit 1 million subscribers. Since yesterday, I've been going crazy out of my mind. What do we post for our 1 million subscriber first video? And my baby Gabe said yesterday, Mommy, what was your first video? I said it was of your sister making plantain chips. He said, well, there's your answer. Make plantain chips. So he had me running around looking for plantains. So this recipe may be posted late because I also have to go to work this morning. So yeah, we hit 1 million subscribers this morning. And if you didn't see the live video, check it out, okay? It'll be the one before this one. In a heated pot, I'm going to go ahead and add in some vegetable oil. And our first method is my favorite because it's the easiest. You just want to use a mandolin slicer and slice everything right into the oil. This method ensures that it doesn't stick together. As you slice it in, you want to stir so that they're not sticking together. And this was our very first video, and I did not make the recipe. My daughter did. I was thinking about adding it to this video, but I noticed that the comments have been turned off underneath that because it was my daughter and she's a child, so YouTube is very strict about children and content. So I thought if I added it, they may not allow anybody to comment, and I want us to discuss in the comment section. And the water you just saw me adding was our salt water solution. Trust me, it is not gonna make it soggy, it is gonna make it taste delicious. Now, if you don't have a mandolin slicer, you can use your knife, and you always want to place your knife right next to your finger so you know where the knife is at all times. That way you do not cut yourself. This is how I initially started making plantain chips because there's nothing better than homemade plantain chips, and I used to slice it like this all the time. Practice your knife skills with some plantains and you will be perfect, okay? So this is a little harder because after you've sliced it, you now have to drop it into the oil. And if you find hard parts of the plantains, you want to get rid of it because it doesn't taste good. Once it's nice and golden like this and we get it out of the oil, we transfer it onto a paper towel lined tray to get rid of any excess oil. And then we drop in the ones that we use the knife to slice. It's a little harder than the first one, but it still comes out very nice and crunchy. Now to our next method. I'm going to use this shoestring type slicer to slice these babies up, and this right here is my favorite, my absolute favorite way to make plantain chips. And you just take one plantain, ship, and you have your homemade super delicious plantain chips. Okay, so once I'm done slicing it, I'm going to go ahead and separate everything beautifully. Our second batch of the sliced up ones are ready, so we'll get that out onto a paper towel lined tray and set it aside. And then we're going to go ahead and add in our next shape. My favorites. Did I say that already? I am so excited. If you watched our live, you will see me crying like a big baby because God found me worthy to be the first Ghanaian woman to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube and also Facebook for cooking, that is, okay? That is not like a superstar or anything. An ordinary person being the first to hit 1 million on this social media platform from where I'm from, it is a huge deal and I'm so excited about it. This method right here with the knife is what I grew up seeing the ladies do on the streets of Accra, and they were so good at it. And they used to not bag it. They put it on trays and they were so long and crunchy, and in my language we call it kikli. Yes, I used to love me some kikli, and I loved the way they were able to cut it with the knife. It is not easy, but practice, and you will be so good at it. But if you don't want to use a knife, an easier way have been invented. You can use your peeler, which is the easiest and the best way to go. We are making our first video after hitting 1 million, and I am so grateful to my baby boy for suggesting that we do plantain chips. So this was actually made yesterday. Okay, everything is moving so fast and we are just so excited. So this will be our third method, okay? And trust me, when I'm making plantain chips, nothing goes to waste, and you will see that later. Back to check on the ones in the oil. Never forget them. Even when you're doing other things, keep an eye on it. And when you first add your plantains in, the oil will be bubbling out of control. Once it settles down like this and there are no bubbles, you know your plantain chips are ready and they're going to be super duper crunchy, and it is time to get it out of the oil. Now, if you do not use the water solution that I've made, as soon as it comes out of your oil, you want to season it with some salt, because that is when your salt is able to stick to it. If you allow it cool down before adding salt to it, it's not gonna take it. But right now, when you do add it, it loves it and it sticks to it. And now with the sliced up ones, you want to drop it in. If you have somebody in the house helping you, they can be moving it around while you drop it in, or vice versa. Now, whichever ones that your slicers cannot slice, your grater and knife to the rescue, because nothing is going to waste in my kitchen. And if you do this for a business, never get rid of anything, because that can even be jara, okay? Meanwhile, back to check on our plantain chips, which we never took our eyes off, and it is time to add our salt water solution right into the oil. You may be wondering, does it work? Oh my goodness, it works wonders. Okay, once you add that in the oil, it flavors your plantain chips so well. But the more you add, the saltier your oil becomes. So if you add 2 times, then the next time don't add at all, because your plantain chips will still be flavorful. Okay, and once it is ready, we'll get that out onto the paper towel as well, and our plantain chips is done. All that is left is for us to fry the jara parts that I said. It's time to fry our grated ones, and whichever one we could not grate because we didn't want to grate our fingers, I'm going to go ahead and cut it into tiny pieces. If you don't have the shoestring type grater, you can use a knife to achieve that. It's delicious and super crunchy, and that will give you an opportunity to practice your knife skills. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired to try all these methods of making plantain chips. And thank you all so much for helping me be the first Ghanaian food vlogger to hit 1 million, the first Ghanaian woman to hit 1 million, the first, me, Ajele, and it is all because of my sweet team, a name well deserved for you all because you all are so sweet. You love me, you protect me, you defend me, you fight for me on these social media platforms because it can be scary out here. But you guys make it fun all the time. Until I see you all in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. Trust me, it is. And guys, ka onamini uchemi sweete mahabutu. Bye y'all. Yay, guys, we hit 1 million. We hit 1 million. We hit 1 million. And it is all because of you all, my sweet team. And I love you now and forever until the day I die. Mwah.